Back at LaxCon with maybe the most popular person here, Kylie Ohlmiller. Can you walk 3 steps without having somebody ask for a picture?
No, but I will say, and Greg Garinian just said it behind us, but he said, one day no one's gonna want your autograph, no one's gonna know who you are in a room, so you got to kind of embrace it and just do it with a smile, and it really is kind of an insane feeling.
I know we've continued to talk about this over the last couple years since you left Stony Brook, but how cool is it to be able to come to an event like this, and it's been a couple years since you've been out of college, and still feel like you have such a big platform and a larger platform than when you left Stony Brook?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal, and just to be able to do it through something that we all love, and to be able to be here, like the whole event is based on lacrosse, and everybody here is here because they love lacrosse, and a lot of what I do and a lot of what all of us do is on a daily basis. You're putting your life into lacrosse, and being able to come here and see that recognized and hear certain people say like, oh, I remember what you did back in March, or remember when you were here in California, and it's like, I almost don't even remember, but the fact that, these people you're touching these people in a certain way, and you're able to kind of give them moments and memories that, they can take away just through lacrosse, it's pretty special.
So let's start with Stony Brook, because you're still volunteer assistant there for the Seawolves, getting ready for this 2020 season.
Oh yeah, look out.
What is the key for this team to do what you guys did in terms of getting right there on the doorstep of championship weekend and having a chance to compete to get to the Final Four?
Yeah, I think just kind of, sticking to what we've always done, sticking to our roots, and that's just having that mentality of, proving people wrong, and people who don't think that we should be at the top this year, what rankings say, what they don't say. We got a strong senior class, we got a strong freshman class, everything in between, and I think just kind of sticking to our Long Island roots of saying, like, we're Stony Brook, we're here, we're going to knock down some doors. We got a really cool, some big names on the schedule, starting up at the Dome against Syracuse, which is going to be an exciting one. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they do this year, and it's really cool to just, be on the sideline and watch them knock down some doors.
Can you coach your sister Taryn yet, or is that like not a thing?
Yeah, she listens to me sometimes. More of like how it was on the field together, kind of more chatting through some things and chatting through issues, and less of a coaching thing, more of a big sister advice type of thing, almost as if I'm still her captain. Yeah. But it's a pretty special thing to be able to still be there for her.
That's a really cool relationship. Yeah. Another one of the players that continues to impress me, and her speed is unbelievable, is Allie Kennedy. When I've seen her with the U.S. team over the last couple of times she's been out, she just pulls away from people when she goes to end to end. Is she one of the fastest players you've ever encountered?
Definitely, and it's kind of cool because she's, just as short as me, so you'd think she wouldn't be that fast, but that is definitely, it's her superpower. She is speedy, she's athletic, and she's really gritty too. She's going to do the work, so she's fun to watch, she's fun to play with.
How important is she on that Stony Brook team as you look ahead to this year?
Yeah, and I think her and Taryn, they play huge roles as seniors, as captains, as leaders, and I think any great team, looks up to their best players and looks to them as role models, not only on game days, but, in practice through the tough times. So I think, them and the rest of their leaders, they're going to be huge aspects of the game.
So we mentioned her with Team USA. She's had the opportunity to do a couple weekends with you.
Yeah.
You kind of broke down the door when it came to Team USA with Stony Brook and getting an opportunity to wear red, white, and blue. What's it like now to watch another player a little younger than you now come up and have that opportunity as well?
It's really special, and I think it's one thing to be able to represent your country and be able to wear USA across your chest, but then to be able to look to your left and right and see, Allie Kennedy, Mackenzie Burns as well, other people that I got to, go to battle with in college, and then be able to wear a different jersey, but, and even, a special one. And all the jerseys that we wear together, we have those special bonds. So I think it's just such a special thing, and be able to see, some of my sisters out there, it's really special. It's good for Stony Brook.
So for Team USA, you're trying to make that first World Cup roster as we look ahead to 2021, and we were talking to Marie McCool about it on home soil. How hungry does that make everybody that's had a chance to be at these U.S. weekends to want to wear red, white, and blue at home and when hosting the World Cup?
Yeah, I think it makes it all the more exciting. It's in essence a home game, but a home tournament. So I think any athlete could say that you love a home game, you love a good home game. So I think, just over the next year or so, it's just going to be training as much as we can to be able to make that roster and creating chemistry, getting to know everybody, and on the field, off the field. And we've been doing a great job of that so far at our training weekends, and it's been an honor to be a part of. And I think, knowing that on the horizon, the next World Cup is going to be right here on home soil, we're going to try and fill some stadiums. So,
what does that team feel like? Because it really does feel like Coach Jenny Levy and your own Coach Spallina is part of that staff as well, has really started to create a culture where there's been a core group of you that have been to a bunch of these weekends in a row, and it feels like it's starting to be a little like a continuity thing where you have a full unit.
Yeah, and I think that's one of their main things is they want to build that chemistry, and ultimately you want to go to battle with a team that's been together for a while, and a team that has that chemistry on and off the field. And I think that's one of their goals when trying to put together this roster. And it's been so awesome to be able to be at these training weekends and get to know everybody that you used to play against in college, and some former teammates like we mentioned, and other players that I've been fortunate enough to play with in the WPLL. So just kind of making connections on all those essences, and then being able to go out on the field with some of the best players in the world. I mean, you can't ask for more. It's insane.
You mentioned the WPLL. You look ahead to this summer. How hungry are you after how it ended last year?
Yeah, it stings. A lot of my career seasons end in a loss, and
gotta change that.
Yeah, we got to change the karma there. And I think some good years are coming for the fight, and for I think we're going to come back with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder after that championship loss. But it's just really cool to be able to be out there and look around, and you're playing with and against the actual best lacrosse players in the world, and just star-studded lineups everywhere. So it's a blessing to even be able to be out there. So hopefully we can make it back to championship weekend and come out on top.
So on top of all you're playing, you're also busy coaching and traveling all over the country. Where can people get information on how they can be coached by you and see you all over the place?
Yeah, KO17lacrosse.com. That's my initials, my number.
There you go.
KO17. But yeah, I do clinics, camps, events all over the country. I try to see as many girls as I can. That's my biggest thing, is just, bringing this awesome game to different areas and being able to meet as many girls as possible, so that, I've seen so many of them here at LaxCon, and just to, get the exposure of the WPLL, get the exposure of Team USA, and get, lacrosse fans all over the world. And yeah, you can find anything I do at KO17lacrosse.com.
I also forgot to mention, she probably has the most Halloween costume uses with the eye black.
I do.
You get a lot of those tweets, huh?
I do, and it's pretty crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Something that I just drew on my face in high school when I was playing lacrosse, and now it's a logo. Now it's something that people wear for Halloween, and I'm such a mush. I almost cry every time I see a picture of it. But I think that's my mom's fault. I think I get that from her. Hi, Mom. And yeah, I think it's just such a cool thing, and I think that's what's cool about the sport, and especially now, us as athletes, we have this platform on social media where kids can just go and connect with us in a way that might not have been possible 10 years ago. And they can say oh, I like Kylie's eye black, so that's how I'm going to relate to her. Or, I like, how this player does this, so that's how I'm going to relate to her. And each person can kind of find their own little role model in it, and that's what makes it so special, for sure.
So follow Kylie on social media, find her website. Kylie, we appreciate the time, and enjoy the rest of LaxCon.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.